Welcome to Fit for Life. Today we're going to do strength training. And you know how important that is for like everything we do. That's why I named this show Living Strong. You've got to improve your strength, or at least maintain it, especially as you get older. We can lose half of our muscle strength by age 70. Again, that depends on the person. Your age, fitness level, weight, things like that. But that's just a general statement, and it's kind of scary, but sometimes you have to scare people so they'll do something. So we'll just keep that in mind. We need to do strength training more than once a week. Twice is good. You might need 3 times a week to start. And then once you've gained some strength, and you can feel that, you'll know it, you can skip that third set of 8 or 10 or whatever you're doing. As I said, you need 1 to 2 days off in between, 2 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. If you can do more than 8, that's fine. Start with 2 to 3 pound weights, as I said. You have to be the judge of that. But when they get too easy after a set or 2, you probably will need a heavier weight. So we tend to not push ourselves enough. I being like that myself, unfortunately. You can also use bands, you can use exercise machines, and weights, like what we're going to do today. These are called dumbbells. What an awful name that is, but that's their name. Or free weights. And we're going to start with the upper body, as I said, so I'd like you to just bring your elbows either to your side or right into the, not abdominal area, but waist area. And you're going to breathe out as you lift for the bicep. And slowly down. So these are called bicep curls because you're curling the arm up. Breathe out. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Try it again. Breathing out. And 1. You don't have to make that noise. Again. Slowly down. Let's say this is 5. Up. And slowly down. Try it again. This might be 8, I'm not sure. So we'll do a couple of extra anyway, if you can. Let's try it. Up. And slowly down. Let's leave it there. What I'd like you to try, we don't often do this. I'd like you to, rest one arm on your quadricep here, your thigh area. If you can, put 2 weights in one hand. See if you can lift. And then slowly down. Just try it. Breathing out as you lift. If you can do that and it's like really easy or easier than you thought, it might be time for another weight. If you're using 3s, maybe you could use 5s. You have to push yourself a little bit. Let's try the other side. Both weights up to the shoulder and slowly down. One arm will be easier. Up slowly. How does that feel? Just thought you might want to try that. But we're working on the triceps. So let's do this one. Start with the weights horizontal, out to the side. Try not to round over. Keep the back straight as you come forward. Breathe out. And slowly down. Not too bad, huh? But after a few, you might feel it a little bit. Breathing out as you lift. Slowly down. You're going to feel that in your neck too. Try it again. Up. And then the 4 count. If you want to do 5, that's okay. 6 is fine. But at least 4 seconds. Try it again. Strength is one of the biomarkers of aging. There are 10 of them. We're going to deal with all of them as time goes by. It's one of the biomarkers that you can control. You don't have to get weaker and weaker. So keep that in mind. Breathing out. It's also one of the 6 basic fitness components, which we've talked about a few times. Can you do another one? And back. All right. Let's rest for 1 minute. And I want to do another exercise that I think you're going to like. Another strength training exercise. Breathe up through your nose. And as you exhale, drop the chin down. We're going to stay there for a few seconds. so that you can really feel the stretch in your neck. It does contract the muscles. Strength training contracts them, and we just want to stretch them out, relax them a little bit. Bring your head back up. See if you can just turn to one side without turning your body, and then to the other side. Now, when you're doing this on your own, you can spend a little more time on these turns. Good, and then we'll come back. Let's do an ear drop. Yes, just like that. We want to stretch the side of the neck. Now, if you want to do the breath, this is the yoga breath that we use too. You're going to breathe up through your nose as you come up and exhale as you bend to the side. Let the head just drop down. Good. And then we'll come back again. Now, we have arms on the chair, so I'm not too sure how this is going to work. So if you can, please come forward in your chair. Hold the weights up a little bit. And just bring those elbows back. How does that feel? Reach forward a little bit. Breathe out as you, this is for the triceps also in the back. I like this one. There's about 3 that we do. And if I find anything new, we'll be doing that too. Breathe out. I'm always looking for good information for us about our health, both mental and physical. All right, breathe out as you, and then slowly back, controlling that weight. Try it again, back, and breathing out, and then slowly back. Let's do 2 more. Straight back. Good. Wonderful. Just hold the weights up. Hold on to the ends of the weights while we do a little stretching. Bring those shoulders up and down. Up and down. Feels good. Up. Just loosening them up. And then we're also going to do a strength training exercise for just the shoulders. Up. Good. And up. Wonderful. A little turn again. And then to the other side. Pay attention to how your neck feels when you do this. As I've said before, I hear something in there, which is probably normal. If it's painful, of course you wouldn't do it again. And then to the other side. Now stay here on one side, whichever side you're on, and drop the chin down, and then to the other side. So you're kind of describing a teacup shape. So you're dropping the chin down, and then to the other side, and then down. Ooh, good. And then bring your head back up again. Now something for the shoulders, and you might want to come forward again in your chair. Just drop your arms down. Watch out for your posture. Nice and tall, shoulders down, chin in. If you're coming forward with a straight back. And all you have to do here is just lift your shoulders, 1 and 2. So you're kind of lifting against the weight down here. So it's a good exercise. And 4, a little different. And 5, but you're getting stronger so that you can maintain your independence for as long as possible. Reduce or eliminate your time of disability, and you all know what I'm talking about. So we're lifting and down. I think this feels pretty good. Yeah, I do. Okay, enough of that. Grab some water if you need it. I have it here, but I'm just going to rest while I wait for you to drink water. If you want to, you don't have to. Nice. Now, do you all know what the trapezius is? It's a trapezoidal shape across the upper back, one of our many, many, many muscles. We're going to do something for that. We're going to do something called flies. Weights together. They don't have to touch. Whatever you want to do, it's not that strict. You're going to breathe out as you, and then controlling the weight as you come back. And you'll be stronger now. Breathing out and slowly back. I like this one. A little bit of a challenge. I can feel it. Breathing out and slowly back. How many is this? I usually lose count on 4 or 5. Should I be good to you and say this is 5? Let's do 6. Out. And slowly back. Oh, I can feel that. And out. How many is this? Someone tell me, quick. Someone said this is 8. Someone else said it was 9. Who knows, right? Let's rest. Let's rest. So we're going to put your weights right here in your lap or anywhere you want to. And put your hands on your knees. If you think they're going to fall, just put them on a table or on the floor. Pull yourself up straight. Pull those shoulders down. Wonderful. Let's do this. Cross over. A little stretch here. Very gently push and push. Good. So I've got my hand kind of cupped on the elbow here, or you can also put it up here. All right. On the tricep and back, get a nice stretch. Try the other side. Kind of lift that a little bit and pull it across. It really did do a little crunch there. So maybe my shoulder went back in place. We're going to have to ask someone about that, huh? All right. Now, what about your hands? I know I've lost some strength in my hands, and I'm trying to get it back, or most of it. So from the elbow to the tips of the fingers, that needs to be strengthened too. So let's try this. Take your weights, turn them over, rest your forearms on your quadriceps here. Good. Keep the forearm down. A little bit of a curl up. 1. This isn't counted the same way. I notice I'm rounding, so I'm going to try to keep that back straight. Do the best you can. 3. And 4. You might want to extend your hand beyond. And 5. And 6. And 7. Now, I forgot we had arms on our chairs. In one of my classes, we don't. So I'm going to sit back, and you can rest your arms there if you want. If you need to rest them here, that's fine. So that is a great exercise, though, for your hand and your wrist and your forearm. But we're going to do a little bit more with that because we need those hands to be strong, don't we? So if you can, turn your arms over. You're looking at the top of your hand, not the inside of your hand, but the top. Don't let the hand come down. The hand and the forearm should be on the same plane, right? And you're going to keep your forearm down while you do a reverse curl. So that would be up and down. Good. And up and down. How does that feel? One hand is stronger. You can feel that, I'm sure. But you're tightening your abdomen when you do this too. We'll say this is 5 and 6 and 7. Can we do 10 of these? And 8, but you can feel it. I know you can. Do the best you can. Anything is better than nothing, right? And we'll do another one. And that's enough. That's enough of that. But what about the fingers themselves? The fingers. Now, sometimes I think I invented this, and then sometimes I think maybe I've seen it somewhere, but I've been doing it for years. I don't think I do it often enough, but you want to strengthen those fingers too. Yes, you'll be strengthening your hands and your wrists too, but just hold on with kind of your fingertips so that your palm isn't flat. So it's like this, and lift up 1. I know you can feel that. I know you can. You're feeling that in your shoulders, your upper back, but also in your fingers. I hope. 3 and 4 and 5. Am I working you too hard today? And 6. You can always stop and wait, and I will never know, will I? Let's try another one. I do have my ways of finding out. Remember that. Okay, let's rest. Grab some water. We're going to do one more for the upper body, though, to end it all. End the upper body work today. So we'll grab that water. Cheers. Okie doke. Now, it's called the paddle wheel. And the paddle wheel engages many, if not most, of the upper body muscles. All right, so all you're going to do is place one weight above the other. They're not touching. And just do this. Now, this looks easy, but I know you can feel it. This is a toughie. Oh, yes. but this targets a lot of those upper body muscles. And even if you could do half of what we do, half the reps or half the exercises, do it. It's really good for you. It's better than nothing. Some people just sit all day and they eat or they watch television or talk on the phone. Many people still do that, believe it or not. Let's drop that head down just to rest and stretch out the back of the neck a little bit. Now we're going to finish the upper body with an opposite or reverse paddle wheel here. And we're going to go back. Now watch your chin. Hold those arms out. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. I am going to let you put your weights down. And we are going to do something for the lower body to strengthen the lower body. And if you are watching television a lot, some of us do in the evening, now and then, I've said this 1,000 times, just get up, get a glass of water, do something. If there's music on television, get up and dance a little bit. Most of us like to dance, I think. So you're going to come forward in your chair. Okay, this is for the lower body, to strengthen the lower body, and this is one of the best. Just clasp your hands out here. See if you can stand up without holding on. It might be really tough when you first started, and if you can't do it, don't worry about it. Just do the best you can. Just make sure you don't take a step forward because you want that chair to be there right behind you. So you're going to sit back down again. Good. I'm going to make sure I come forward though. Try it this way. See if you can do it this way. Up. Pretty good? Yeah. And the more you do of these, the better your balance will be because you're strengthening your legs. You need that strengthening. Walking too strengthens the legs and also strengthens your heart and your lungs. So keep that in mind. 3. Good. Even if you could do 3 or 4, any way you can. Now for those, we should do at least 8 or 10. For those who are having a real problem doing this, you put your hands right here. You push into your thighs, as long as you're not hurting anything there, okay? Or you don't have an injury there. You just push in, and that makes it a little bit easier. But it's still an exercise. You're still moving. Wonderful. Okay. Now, this one. These are really easy. Straight out. What could be easier than that? Good. You can flex that foot a little bit, and all you're going to do is lift your leg up. 1. Tightens that too. And 2. What do you think? And 3. And 4. I love it. And 5. And you can do this while you're watching television. Better in a harder chair, though. Some sofas are really soft. Probably not great for you. So look into that. Especially if it's a chair that you use all the time. So we'll do 8 or 10 of these. You can stop, bring the leg back. The other leg out. If you want, you can flex your foot and lift it up again. We want to do at least 8. And 1. Good. And 2. So I feel like I'm getting my exercise for the day. As you know, I do morning exercises before I even really wake up. One eye is open, one eye is closed. And we can go through those another time. 5 and 6. And one side will be easier, as you know. And let's see if we can do one more of these. Great. Oh, yeah, I can really feel that. Whew. Okay. Drop your chin down again. Look up at the ceiling. Look straight. Turn. Turn to the other side. Come back. We'll do the eardrop. We're doing all of those things we normally do slowly. We're doing them fast now, aren't we? Yes. Okay. Now, how about your hamstrings? Those are under here, aren't they? So there is a way to strengthen those, but let's just stretch for a minute. We're going to stretch the lower body. So pulling that knee in will stretch the hamstrings out a little bit. Drop your head down. This can be done lying down also. You could be done standing if you really want to do it. Pull that knee in, and just say you had a knee that was sore and you couldn't pull on it. You could hold underneath and pull in that way. So let's try the other side. Okay, pull it in. Time goes fast when you're having fun, right, folks? Good. Look at my posture, though. How about that? Better? Oh, that's wonderful. All right, but we do have to stand a little bit. I want to do another strengthener for our hamstrings. So I'm going to come up without holding on. See if you can do that. I hope so. You can get behind your chair. I'm going to turn the chair here like that. I'm going to just check there. Okay. Head up nice and tall. You're going to touch to the back. All right. And lean forward a little bit. Not this way. Keep your back straight and lean forward in one piece. And just lift and bounce it. 1 and 2. This also tightens and tones this area. Your lower back. Your glutes. Good for the hamstrings. All right. Try the other side. You can touch and then lift and bounce it. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. Let's do 10, 8 and 9 and 10. Now, how did that feel? Not too bad, right? Okay. So let's bend the knees, straighten, lift those heels up, put the feet down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. This will strengthen your foot, your ankle, your lower leg. And 6 and 7. Let's try for 10. This is 8 and 9 and 10. And you can practice holding on with one hand when you do that also. And then maybe no hands. So let's bend those knees now. Crunch. We're strengthening the quadriceps. We're stretching the calf back there. Good. And don't forget now that weaker leg, do another set on the weaker side. So let's just do it quickly. 1, lift that heel up. And 2, so we're balancing our strength. Hopefully, I hope that happens when we do another set on one leg. And you're going to really feel that now when you do that, because you're not used to doing that. So let's just do one more. Take that leg and shake it out. Loosen it up a little bit, all right? Point your toe. Ball of the foot comes down. And then your heel. Push yourself up nice and straight. I'm going to come forward a little bit. You can also pull your chair back. You want to feel a stretch in the back. Shoulders down. See if you can balance. How does that feel? Can you do this? If you can do all of this, you're stretching the back leg, you're strengthening the front leg, you're practicing balance, posture too. Pull those arms back a little bit. Wonderful. All right, the other side, point, ball of the foot, and then the heel comes down. I'm going to move my foot forward, bend that front knee. I neglected to say that. Maybe you saw that, I hope so. Push up. Makes such a difference in your posture. Strengthening, stretching, posture, and balance. Even if you can just do this and see if you can balance. And how does that feel? I hope it feels good. Can you do some circles? Yeah. And 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Just practice. So practice doing this. Good. 3. Okay, we're going to do 2 more things before we sit down, and then we'll be through with this class. And you can take a nice break or go shopping. Clean your house. All right, let's walk back. You know, we do this all the time. For a nice flat back, a nice stretch. This stretches from your neck all the way down to your heels. It's a wonderful stretch. Good. Keep the back as flat as you can. Keep your head up. You don't have to drop it down here. Keep it up as much as you can. Feel your back flatten out. You can do this at your kitchen sink. You can do this. And then you're going to walk back up. And we're going to do the opposite. And this is really important. Bring that arm up. Let's put one foot in front. Either one. Lift up and do a little back bend here. Good. Oh, yeah. How does that feel? Good. Let's do the other side. We're going to walk back first. Flatten your back right out. Keep your head up. If it hurts, don't do it. Just wait for us, okay? And then we'll walk back up. Good. The other arm up, and we'll go back. Whichever arm you didn't do, doesn't really matter. Back. Good. And now we're going to have a seat, grab some water. We're almost at the end. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I want you to know that you did something for yourself. It's more fun to do it with someone else, so I appreciate you tuning in. So we're going to do our Grecian stretch, which you know I love. It stretches the back of the leg and the front also, your quadriceps and your hamstrings. All right, so we're going to come forward in the chair and just turn on an angle. Just put that leg that's closer to me, the outside leg, back. Remember your posture now. Good, just like this. Now, if you can reach down and grab and pull back, that's good. So I'm grabbing my ankle. Some people grab up here a little bit, or they grab their foot. If you cannot do this, watch. Put the foot back down again and just push your heel back. You're still getting a little stretch there. You're still getting something. You're moving. Great. So that will stretch the quadriceps. Yes. But now we want to stretch the hamstring. So I'm going to just hold myself up first. Still doing the quadricep, right? Good. And then we have to switch. Heel, sitting up nice and tall. Keep your back nice and straight. Put your hand here and come forward. Oh, that feels so good. Now we are coming to the end of the show, so hopefully you can do this on the other side. And remember, and again, thanks for tuning in. You've done something really good for yourself. Now you can enjoy the rest of your day, and just keep moving. Take a walk, especially now that we're having pretty good weather. And I will see you next time. Again, thanks for tuning in. Bye.